Golden girl here. Got my bags all packed, ready for my next trip. And that would be Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii. Look at me. I'm color coordinated with my bags. Got my backpack, got my carry-on bag, and got my check bag. That's all I'm going to take with me, so everything's going to have to fit in there when I fly out of Detroit on May 28th this year. Hey, it's not long. The clock is ticking, so I'm getting ready. But today I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story how traveling became my passion. I think I came out of my mother's birth canal with traveling as my passion. I was born in Pontiac, Michigan, so that's one state, Michigan. At 6 months, I went to live with my grandmother in Lebanon, Tennessee, so that's 2 states, Tennessee. In 1960, I was trying to get my 3rd state. I wanted to go see New York. I wanted to go visit New York. That had been on my mind for some years. So in July 1960, shortly after my 9th birthday, my birthday is July 9th, my dad and I went to this summer cookout. And we went early because my dad wanted me to help set up. He always tried to keep me busy. Keep me busy. That was his goal. He said, if you're busy, you can't get in any trouble. So I was out in the yard, setting up. And one of the other guests arrived early too. And she came out. And bold little girl I am, I went right up to her and said, hi, my name is Anita Shelton. And you are? And she told me, Miss Mabel. And I said, where are you from, Miss Mabel? I expected her to say, somewhere there in Pontiac. But she said, New York, Bronx, New York. Woo, I got so excited. I talked to Miss Mabel for 30 minutes. She was trying to get away, but I wouldn't let her. Before that conversation was over, I was bold enough to ask her if I could come visit her. And we exchanged phone numbers. Hey, I was serious. She wasn't getting away. Can I get your phone number right now? Because you might leave the cookout before I do, or I may leave before you. I went in that house and got a pencil and paper, and I got her phone number. And I started calling her. And I went to visit her in December that year, 1960. I flew to New York by myself. Solo traveler at age 9. Back then you could do that. Nowadays they won't let a 9-year-old fly alone. You have to have a companion pass. But the flight attendants, they looked out for me and it was very nice. And I was definitely not afraid. They thought I was not going to go. My dad and Miss Mabel, because they said I wanted to go at Christmas. Because I couldn't wait till the summer because I had some other things on my list to do for the summer. So no, I was ready for this trip to New York to take place before summer of 1961. So I flew. I told them, hey, my Christmas will be here when I get back. One more state before I will have accomplished my goal of 50 states. And that one state is North Dakota. I plan to visit North Dakota in the next year or two, and I will have accomplished my goal of visiting all 50 states. I've included some narrative here, part of this story, to let you know how I got to 49 states. Got those big ones out of the way, Alaska and Hawaii. And I'm going back to Hawaii to host to be play hostess for the month of June to family and friends. This is a milestone vacation, a milestone endeavor, but it's been a dream of mine. I told my children, I'm spending my funeral money. I don't want a funeral. One of the sacrifices of traveling and accomplishing my goal, many times I sacrificed, and I would go places and I would work and I'd be by myself. Couldn't return back home for the holidays to be with family. I let my home go, my own place. I live with my daughter in Georgia so I could have the flexibility of being able to get up and travel when I wanted to. Some years I didn't have a car because I had to store my car. The first year I went on a working vacation, I parked my car. No, that was my second year. I parked my car at my friend Cheryl's house. I was renting a room from her. And then, I had to depend on her to go out and start the car for me on a regular basis. I depended, when I first went, I depended on my friend Margaret and my sister girl Belinda to, get my mail. I got a post office box. So, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to travel and to see the United States. I wanted to visit all 50 states. And I wanted to stay in the locations for a while so I could really get a true feel of what it was like. I went to Alaska I did about, I think it was 9 seasons in Alaska. I did 7 of them in Skagway, Alaska, and I did 2 in Anchorage. So I would go April or May and stay till September, working 1 year in Anchorage. I stayed till November. But I'm happy with the accomplishment, but there was some sacrifices, I learned to, enjoy my own company. I was alone a lot. I met some good friends along the way. My friend Shirley and I, who lives in Hawaii, we met in Alaska. When I went to Alaska, I didn't know anyone. Hey, I did the interview over the phone. I couldn't even believe when I got hired. I said, "This is it?" They said, "Yeah, we not gonna fly you here for an interview." So that was the beginning of getting hired without a in-person interview. I got hired down in Florida at Ocean Reef Club. I did 2 seasons there in Florida, and it was over the phone. My last interview when I went to Vermont, that was a video interview. And that was my first time doing that. But the others had been phone calls. But traveling is my passion. And this golden girl is almost to the 50 states.